The disappearance of Lars Mittank. In July 2014, a 28-year-old man, Lars Mittank, traveled to Bulgaria with a group of friends for a holiday near the coastal resort of Varna. At first, the trip was completely normal. The group spent their days relaxing at the beach and exploring the town. But near the end of the trip, things took a strange turn. One night, Lars reportedly got into an argument with a group of men at a local bar. During the confrontation, he was punched and he suffered an injury to his ear. The injury caused him severe pain and dizziness, and a doctor later warned him that flying immediately could damage his ear further. Because of this, Lars stayed behind in Bulgaria, whilst his friends returned to Germany. Over the next few days, his behaviour became increasingly unusual. Lars began calling his mother back in Germany. He felt like someone was following him. He sounded extremely anxious during the calls, and at one point he even asked her to cancel his credit cards because he believed someone was trying to steal from him. On July 8th, Lars finally headed to Varna airport to catch a flight home. But something strange happened whilst he was waiting for his flight. Airport security cameras captured Lars suddenly running out of the airport terminal. In the footage, he can be seen sprinting across the parking lot, climbing over a fence, and running into a nearby field. After that moment, he completely disappeared. Despite large search operations and years of investigation, no confirmed sightings of Lars Mittank have ever been reported. Some believe he may have been suffering from paranoia or confusion caused by his head injury. Others believe he may have been genuinely frightened by something or someone. But to this day, the reason he ran from the airport and what happened to him afterwards remains a complete mystery. I will now show you the CCTV footage of Lars Mittank running from the airport. The disappearance of Kremers and Lisanne Froon. In April 2014, two Dutch students, Kremers and Lisanne Froon, traveled to Panama for a 6-week trip. They planned to explore the country and volunteer with local children. Friends described them as adventurous and excited for the journey. On April 1st, the two women decided to go hiking along a popular trail near the town of Boquet. The trail was known for its scenic views and was often used by tourists. They brought a small backpack containing a camera, their telephones, and a few basic supplies. The hike was meant to last only a few hours, but Kris and Lisanne never returned. When they failed to come back that evening, concern quickly grew. Search teams began combing the surrounding jungle, but for days, there was no sign of the two hikers. Weeks later, a local woman discovered their backpack near a riverbank. Inside the bag, there were phones, sunglasses, and the camera they had taken on the hike. When investigators checked the camera, they discovered something extremely strange. The memory card contained dozens of photographs taken deep in the jungle during the night. Some photos showed dark forest surroundings, while others showed random objects such as rocks, plastic bags, and sticks arranged in an unusual way. One photo even appeared to show the back of Kris's head, with her hair partially illuminated by the camera's flash. Investigators still don't know why these photos were taken, or what the two women were trying to capture in the darkness. Months later, partial remains and some of their belongings were discovered along a nearby river. Authorities suggested that the woman may have become lost in the jungle and died due to exposure or injury. However, many people believe that there are still unanswered questions surrounding the case. What exactly happened during those days in the jungle remains one of the most mysterious disappearances ever recorded. The disappearance of Brandon Swanson. On the night of May 14th, 2008, 19-year-old Brandon Swanson was driving home after attending a small party in Minnesota. While driving along the rural road, his car suddenly left the roadway and became stuck in a ditch. Fortunately, Brandon was not injured. He called his parents to let them know what had happened and asked them to come to help him. Because he was unsure of his exact location, Brandon decided to begin walking along a nearby gravel road while speaking to his parents on the phone. His parents stayed on the line as they drove around the area trying to locate him. For nearly 45 minutes, they talked while Brandon described fences, fields, and farm roads around him. At one point, he told them he believed he could see the lights of a nearby town in the distance. Suddenly during the call, Brandon shouted 2 words, "Oh shit," and then the line went completely silent. His parents tried calling him back immediately, but Brandon never answered. While search teams later located his abandoned car, it was confirmed that he had indeed gone off the road earlier that night. Large search operations were launched, involving volunteers, police, and even helicopters. Investigators believe Brandon may have accidentally fallen into a hidden river or drainage ditch while walking into the darkness. However, despite years of searching, no trace of him has ever been found. The final words heard by his parents over the phone remain one of the most chilling moments in missing persons history. These 3 cases remain unsolved to this day, leaving families and investigators still searching for answers. If you enjoy real mystery stories like these, consider subscribing for more. And let me know in the comments, which of these cases do you think was the most disturbing?